Yes, since I'm now in this area, I'm gonna talk to Clay's wife. I don't know if she knows that I've killed him, or if she cares. You guys are sick. What can I do?
You again. What do you want?
Oh, I didn't ask these people anything about this stuff yet? You gotta be kidding. Okay.
Have you heard anything about Sean Hampton's shelter?
It used to be a safe place. I'm not sure that's the case anymore.
Are you worried about the conditions in London?
I've heard rumours about some sort of militia patrolling, killing the sick. The wet boot boys are overrun.
Well, you're sick, so let's cure you.
Do you need medical help, sir?
Yeah, I do. If you can throw in some drugs, I can find use for that too.
So you can sell them on the black market? Sorry, I'll only provide you with exactly what you need.
Fair enough, Dr. Reed. Don't cost me nothing to ask.
It's true, actually.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
It's the dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
I can't even talk to his wife? I want someone to tell me off for what I did.
Have you got any news about Sean Hampton's shelter?
Rumour has it he's started some sort of gang of his own. Soldiers of Christ, something like that.
They're all dead now, except for him.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation in London?
The bodies are piling up, but I'm not afraid. I'm still alive, and I intend to stay that way.
And fatigue. I intend to help.
Can I offer you my medical help, Miss Cox?
Giving help for free? You'd make a poor businessman, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, well, he's a doctor, not a businessman.
Perhaps I would. Please, take this. You will feel better.
Thank you. But don't expect me to owe you anything.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Okay, apparently I haven't been here in quite some time, so... I thought I just heard something really
Foolish
weird.
girl and her pre-principles. Got no idea who she's dealing with.
Yeah, that. What the hell is that? Is someone committing murder?
Good evening, Mr. Fishman.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything recently about Sean Hampton's shelter?
Called into the hullabaloo that can be heard coming from the building, I would say that all the local loonies are at his precious club.
I'm gonna have to find out the source of that fucking noise. It's driving me insane now.
Aren't you worried about the conditions here in London?
I've heard armed men have started patrolling the city, even killing the sick to stop the epidemic. Starting to like this city again.
Wow, you're a dark soul. Why are you scaring Rufus, you bad man?
Seymour, why are you scaring young Rufus?
I don't like his act to gain me mother's trust. I don't like it at all. Little bugger is like a fly around shit.
You can't blame Rufus for trying to improve his condition.
I don't believe in kindness nor innocence, sir. The boy is either a fool or a hypocrite who hides his hand well.
Alright then.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
You're an unpleasant man. Oh, I forgot to cure you.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Jesus, he is more cynical than I am, and that is saying something. Heard a voice. Was that him, I guess? Oh yeah, I should go talk to her first, then I'll go down to Tom's. Sorry, got distracted there for a second.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. Dr. Reed. Just grow eyes in the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are easy targets in these parts. What can I do for you, Dr. Reed?
Do you have any news about Sean Hampton's shelter?
I heard you can't go there anymore unless you share his faith. A bit queer, don't you think?
Aren't you worried about the conditions around here?
Hate everywhere. The city will not sink because of this flu. It's the violence that will finish us all.
It's the same in life now. It's the hate that will end the world, nothing else.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
What can I do for you, Dr. Reed?
Mrs. Fishburne, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am afraid I am, Doctor. I don't feel well at all.
Then let me give you a prescription.
I thank you for your generosity, sir. It's something this part of town truly needs.
You are welcome, madam.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
She seems like a
Just
nice
grow
enough
eyes
old
in the
lady.
back of that head, sir.
It's
Gentlemen
locked,
are
all
easy
right.
targets in these parts.
I'm assuming I already stole everything I can from her. Certainly looks that way. So let's talk to him as well.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Heard anything about Sean Hampton's shelter lately?
I rarely go near there, but rumour has it the place is restricted. Only members chosen by Mr. Hampton are allowed in.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation?
I never really felt safe in this town anyway. Now's the first time that everyone seems to feel the same way as me.
Is anything worrying you right now?
Gunshots? I hear them every night. Who's firing? Who are they shooting at? That's what's scary.
Really, I've been hearing stabbing sounds, so I get the
Do you
fear.
need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
You are a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ooh, sepsis. It's not good for like a 15-year-old kid.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
And Tom's was down this way? Yes? I know Mr. Throgmorton is somewhere else. I think he's by Sean's now.
He didn't deserve this.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Oh, look at that.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Nothing at all? Okay.
Have you got any recent news on Sean Hampton's shelter?
I've not seen him since he came back to the docks. Rumour has it he's converted his flock to some sort of cult. That's unbelievable.
Are you concerned about the sanitary situation?
It may surprise you, but I'm not. I've heard about the men-at-arms and the fights between gangs at night, but that's nothing new.
I wish I shared your optimism.
It's not optimism. Gangs have been fighting in this part of town since before I was born. This war will stop when enough blood has been spilled.
I suppose that's actually a valid way of looking at it.
Do you need any help?
It can't be good for business to see the bartender cough in your beer.
Indeed, it would be a shame to taint the delicate taste.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Reed. My customers and I, we all thank you.
Bronchitis isn't contagious,
Goodbye,
but
Mr.
yes.
I should have offered a drink to the boy.
Wouldn't make people
Being
feel good
cursed or
anyway.
not, he's just another lost orphan.
Okay. Hello, Sabrina.
You still working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
Well, I'm about to heal you too, so... Very dedicated to the cause.
Have you heard anything about Sean Hampton's shelter?
Some customers said the sad saint had a vision. Launched himself on a holy crusade. Even Dyson Delaney joined up with them. It's more like a cult, if you ask me.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation?
Of course I am. Everywhere's deserted. Houses, streets all empty. People buying guns. We hear them go off every night. It's bloody frightening.
I need to switch my sidearm. Sidearm, listen to me. I have the stake as my... Or the Lista knife, one of them. I should change it to a gun. I haven't used those much in this game, and I should change that, definitely.
Do you require medical assistance, Miss Cavendish?
Don't feel so good if you have to know. I knew that keeping the bar open with the epidemic wasn't a good idea.
Take this, it'll help. Perhaps you should think about closing the Turquoise Turtle for a while.
Tom always said we got to keep the doors open. But thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
To be fair, if they closed down the bar, they would be kinda screwed. Okay, is there anyone else in this area that I've missed? Okay, I guess they're all part of the same area, so I'm not even gonna worry about it then. I'll have you know, I have no recollection of this man. Just going on record, that man's face was foreign to me. Oh, talk of the devil.
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
Oh, well, that's why. I apparently saved him and just don't remember. Good. I don't have short-term memory loss.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the Wet Boot Boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member.
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
So they let you out of the gang? I guess once you're a wet boot boy, you're not a wet boot boy until your last dying day.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Ain't it the truth?
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout if you catch my meaning.
Well, he's a priest, to be fair. I do kind of want my priests to be devout.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
Calling anyone a curse is just rude.
I'm sure a district as colorful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named, an old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though, despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
I'm gonna go talk to her in a little while. As soon as I get down there. Oh, wow.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
I like this guy. In spite of myself, I like this guy. And he's right, old people always complain, and that's what I don't like about him, but he's bitter. But at least in a colorful and fun way. I'll call him an old codger, why not?
Don't you think that the old people of your time were saying exactly the same thing about you and your friends?
Perhaps you're right, Dr. Reed. Well, I hope you'll not be around to see things turn sad and grey.
It's already sad and grey. Look at this place.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Actually, he's absolutely right. He hit the nail on the head.
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reed. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
Well, I'm sure I'll come across him at some point. I'll tell him these things.
Do you have any recent news on Sean Hampton's shelter?
I read that given enough time, any intention, no matter how good, can rot and sour. If half the things I've heard about this place are true, that theory is soundly proven.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation in London?
I never thought I'd live to see the last days of London. Just another thing I was wrong about, I suppose.
Goodbye, sir.
He may be grumpy, but he's... I don't know. I lived in a retirement let's try that again. I lived in a retirement village when I was in college, and all the old people did was just bitch and moan about absolutely everyone and everything. But this guy at least has some life in him, some laugh. Those people did not. They were really just, well, miserable and angry and very annoying. If anyone was ever thinking about it, I would not recommend moving to a retirement village ever. It is not a happy place. See, I hear clanking, I just want to look around, and I saw something. Oh. Alright, let's not go see her. Level 29 beasts, jeez. I would appreciate it if she didn't look at me. Okay, I'll have to fight them. Looks like those are the two I'll have to fight to get down into the sewers. Before I do, let's switch a few things out. Alright, I've got a shotgun. What did I just do? Oh, I made a shield. Alright, let's head down. Let's do this, because I did change that. Oh, yes! That was actually supremely excellent. Oh, crap. You bastard. That does actually take a good chunk out of him. That wasn't so bad. There's something else around the corner. No, nothing to pick up at all. Crap. Who saw me? Oh, you saw me. Resisted, but it still did a chunk of damage, though. Oh, you're fine, buddy. I mean, you're not, but you don't have to be so melodramatic and raising your arms up in the air. Like you just don't care. Okay, here's the docks. Or, not the docks, I'm on the docks. I meant the sewers.